All right, guys, welcome to Soul Brothers, hosted by yours truly, Flex Luther, and none other than Morgan Sneaker Room. What's good? What's new? And how you feeling, my guy?
What is going on, man? I spent the weekend hosting a tennis tournament, so
Okay,
I've been
okay.
I've been watching a bunch of kids play tennis, and it was a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun, a lot of good tennis, and I basically just sat around collecting scores for a whole weekend. So yeah, it's good stuff.
Is there like a end of the season awards, Coach of the Year, left field tackle or something?
So left field tackle, yeah, that's good. Not really. So it's tennis is like a year-round sport. I kind of treat
Wow.
it as like a cycle, as we've got different cycles. So right now, since we're going into girls' season in
Uh-huh.
Indiana, I'm trying to get them to play a lot more. And it's like, I don't care what your excuse is, I don't care what you have going on. Like, it's time to play.
Yeah,
Um, but in the summertime, if they have, I'm a little bit more lenient, like right after their season's over.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
now at this time, we're about a month and a half away from the start of girl season. Um, it's, if they're not playing by now, they're wrong. They're doing the wrong thing. So,
Okay.
um, just giving them opportunities to play so that by the time their competitive season comes around,
hmm
they're ready and they're not, they've got the confidence that they need to be successful.
You really make this tennis sport seem like a very intense sport.
I
Like
try to
just
be I try to be intense. I think coaching in general is it should be intense.
no, absolutely.
Yeah, whether teaching, coaching, whether you're even though the sport is seen as a country club sport, well, it is a country club sport. There's still a lot of life lessons to be learned about being intense in your everyday, just in your everyday life. So that's why I coach it the way that I do.
I feel like it's becoming a more popular sport now.
Hmm.
So once you get that competitive edge, I feel like that's where the intensity starts to go up. You get more
Yeah.
people involved, more eyes watching. People want to be great at it, want to be the best at it.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I got people doing I've made kids do more burpees in the last 6 months than ever in my entire life. So kids don't do what I want them to do if their
Yeah.
footwork isn't right, their swing path is wrong. Um if it's a focus issue, right? They're not focused, they're not locked in. I
Yeah.
just give them one of these and they know what it means. They're dropping. They're giving
Drop
me
gear on burpee.
5, 10 burpees. Yep, and they know based on what they're doing how many they owe me. So I do have a young man who owes me 40 between now and Monday
Yeah.
because he wanted to throw his racket. So
Um,
he owes me 40 burpees.
I like it, man. I like it.
Yep.
So what was on feet today while you were holding this tournament?
Man, so today I wore, and it's actually interesting because these got recognized in the wild. Um, these are the A6 Kith for A6 is kind of different than a collab. It's a Kith specific colorway. This is the Gel 1130 in the Scarab colorway.
Yeah.
Um, Scarab is just basically their dark green colorway. But I was at the gas station picking up a Ghost Energy drink. Please sponsor us. And the guy at the register says, "Hey man, I like your shoes. Are those the Jowns?" And I said, "No, they're the Kith joints." And he says, "Oh, that's fire. I got on some Kith gel light threes." And he pulled his foot up and he had on the
Okay.
opening ceremony. So, who would have thought two guys in Indianapolis would be wearing Kith in the same gas station at the same time? That's never happened to me before.
Man, it sounds like one of these little fairy tales you made up. It just seems
I would
too good to
never.
be true. Like somebody's pointing your shoes out. Oh my God, we got the same pair of shoes on. So
No, it wasn't
cool.
the same pair. It wasn't the same pair he had on the. Well, you don't know what the opening ceremonies look like, but they were cooked. I don't have the opening ceremonies.
That's crazy to hear that a pair of Asics is cooked. Oh man.
What'd you wear today?
I went with the Jason Kids, the 95s. Just pulled these out today. Not too much wear on them.
You know what
But
high school Jason Kidd went to?
I don't, but I do know he played for the Los Angeles Lakers. Joke. It's a joke. It's a joke,
Bro,
Morgan. It's a joke, Morgan.
Valley Boy Kicks was about to make another video, man.
It's a joke, bro. Your face was crazy.
The people in the comments, bro.
Yeah.
We don't know how to deliver content.
Oh, nice gentleman though. But this is actually not the colorway that I wanted. I wanted the Mighty Swishers. It's kind of has that like it's like a different type of reflective right here on the bubble on the sole.
Okay.
It doesn't have the carbon fiber. That's the pair that I wanted, but it's pretty much the same color blocking, just the right here at the sole where the bubbles are at. That's a different color. But apparently, I don't know if it got like an official release. They released because they're available to buy, but I haven't seen them release retail. Like I've only seen them at the market. So I'm guessing it was kind of maybe like a Euro release
European
or something
release.
like. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's what I put on today.
Those are nice. That's a very cool pair. I also have that pair in the collection. It's a one of Nike's more slept on sneakers. The OGs always remember it. People older than the age of 25 is what I mean by OGs, but they always remember the shoe and they have a lot of love for it. But the kids will say, you know what the kids will say.
Oh yeah, basketball shoes off the court.
Basketball shoes on the court only, man.
That's and it's crazy, man.
Yeah,
just because I think about night basketball 10 years ago, and everybody was, had their KD4s and
with some jeans on.
Yeah, man. Well,
man, KD4s with some khakis, bro. Elite
peanut
combination.
Butter and jellies, right, all that, man.
Yeah. I had some KDs, man. I was wearing KDs with the jeans, man, back in 2013, 2014.
I've never owned a pair of KDs. Never. And the crazy part about it, the KDs were always a lot cheaper than like Jordans. They were like what, 120, 110.
Yeah.
So it was like, and I never grabbed a pair. The only pair that I really like was the Galaxies, of course, and
those are coming back out.
Yep, the Galaxies, and which one was it? The Texas colorway. I can't remember the name.
Texas.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted that one. Okay, didn't know that.
Yeah,
but you learn something new every day. Again, learning from sneakers.
Now, he was the second pick in the draft behind Greg Oden, and some people were like, "Yo, Kevin Durant should be the number one pick." But Greg Oden, you know who Greg Oden is? No. So he was a center. He got derailed by injuries. But Kevin Durant was the second pick in the draft behind. Yeah. So
unfortunate.
Great. So the episode with Kari dropped last week, right? And he has some things to say about people who make content. And namely a spot out in Texas that goes by the name of Private Selection. He made some comments about them and how they allegedly deal in shady business, and that kind of got us thinking about how some of our contemporaries in the sneaker content creation world, it needs to be addressed. I think some sneaker content creators need to be addressed, and kind of the direction that we're going with content creation. Do you want to add anything to that before we kind of jump into the conversation?
I mean, I just feel like we're really in like a dry spell. You're really finna see who are the creatives who are really into sneakers, who are willing to put in the work when there's no lights, there's no cameras rolling, there's nobody watching, because now you're making content and you're not getting that big viral video. I mean, if you're not already on, there's a lot of people that already has that audience, that traction. So anything they're putting out right now still has their average or daily numbers. But if you're still trying to get up to that mountaintop, yeah, we're definitely finna see who's the real content sneaker creators.
Yeah, for sure. And it kind of reminds me of how the sneaker world is, right? Because there are ebbs and flows. If you were into Jordan 1s before the Jordan 1 hype, if you were into SBs before the SB hype, you started to eat for a while. And now, we just saw what happened this weekend. Those court purples just sat. When before, I think that was a $500 shoe. Some people, I'm sure there was somebody out there who paid $500 for them.
Yep. Or would have.
Exactly, right?
If it would drop just a couple years earlier, you know what I'm saying? Because we had the more simpler colorways, like the coast to coast. It was just kind of like a UNC blue with a hint of gold, $300, $400 dunk, and it wasn't even the SB. This was just a regular dunk low. $100 dunk going for $400, $500. So,
I mean, we are definitely, like you said, we are in a not even just a dry spell, man. We are in a drought where I will put together a whole video. I've been doing these videos where I'm showing the most diverse sneaker collection on feet, and I'm editing it. Allegedly,
yeah. Allegedly the most diverse. Yeah, it's not been proven. But go ahead.
I'm just looking behind you. I see Nike, Jordan. Anyway,
one side of the room, buddy. That's 4. Go ahead.
So, I mean, I'm showing sneakers that everybody's favorite sneaker creators probably have never seen before.
Yeah.
And 500 views on it. And, like we've talked about before, the views and the engagement, like that's not really driving this. It's the love of the culture. But sometimes it's tough.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I think one thing that we both kind of agree on is that we don't want to really necessarily follow the trends that take away from the value of our sneaker content.
Yeah.
I mean, what's one of the big things that you see now? Like, what's the trend that you see now that like
I can really see that everybody's trying to find that next viral video template. Like, we had the whole showing multiple pairs of height pairs, and then we got our sneaker con. What is your favorite pair that you've ever owned?
Man, what's the ugliest shoe? What's the
we got those. So everybody's looking for you. So everybody's still trying to find that one. So, and then for a while we had, what's coming out this week. That was, everybody's go-to video when there was nothing else left.
Yeah.
And now that one's starting to dry as well. So now you see a lot of people just grasping for like, anything right now. There's really anything sneaker, they're putting it out. Anything that has anything to do with sneaker, we're just going to put it out. Gum on the bottom of my shoe. Like.
And Bevan, I like Bevan a lot, man, but, Bevan's struggling now, man. I know that man, he seems like he's fighting for his life whenever I see some of these videos that he makes.
Yeah.
He just had one today where he was like, I just bought a $2 pair of shoes. And, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to test to see if it can withstand a nail or, and he slammed it down on a screwdriver. So I know he's trying to find something. And Bevan, I see Bevan as one of the top guys in the space. Sneakernomics, I mean, he's doing his thing, but he's also got how many followers, right?
Yeah, he's got over 500,000.
Yeah.
Plus, Sneakernomics kind of he's in the sneaker world, but he's in like the comedy skits too. Like,
right.
He could walk away from sneakers right now and still be all right. Like he could show off comedy skits and still be where he's at, or even better,
Yeah, and that's exactly. That's what Kari was talking about with like having a personality with sneakers. And so I think he's still doing great. He's still putting out quality content, still very relatable content. Dre the Shoe God, you know, he seems to be doing it differently. Where he's kind of doing what we want to do, which is, this is a sneaker that is in my collection that you don't, maybe you know about it, maybe you don't, but we're going to do a deep dive and then talk around the sneaker. He did a video about Saucony's, I think it was Saucony. He did a video about Saucony. It was.
How it's pronounced.
And I was hot, man. I was hot.
Yeah.
I'll
I was
read
like,
the comments, man.
Morgan's punching the air right
I was
now. Like,
punching air because all the comments, man, I've never heard it pronounced like that before. I never heard it pronounced like that before. Man, because I got Dre's number, man. I wanted to text him and be like, hey, bro, we meeting up halfway, bro. We're meeting in Maryville, bro. We're meeting in Gary. We're gonna settle this. Yeah, I was hot when he put that video out. It felt like he was stepping on my turf, I'm the Saucony guy. And then I got people talking about the A6. What's A6 boy?
Oh yeah, A6 boy. Yeah.
Oh, bro, A6 boy put me on the A6. I'm like, I put A6 boy on the A6, man. Like,
nah, I mean, you can tell that everyone's trying something new, even including ourselves. Even because you're doing more on feet, like on foot videos, vlogging style videos, which you really weren't doing in the beginning. I'm doing more like storytelling and detailed information type content. So like everybody's trying to find a new walk, a new footing. And honestly, it's working for some. It's not working for some.
Yeah.
And honestly, right now, I can be honest. Like, I haven't seen a difference. So I'm not gonna say it's working. I'm not gonna say it's not working. I just haven't seen any difference. Like, I'm still getting the same amount of views I was getting when I was just green screening, like, this shoe, or like why I don't like it, or this is coming out, stuff like that. My goal is not really to try to gain any more views. I'm trying to get better at what I'm doing. So like, I know eventually it's going to come back around. That peak for sneakers is going to come back around, and I'm just trying to be prepared this time, because I wasn't prepared last time when it took off and everything started going viral, because there was so many ideas that I could have did with the pairs that I had that I didn't do just because I wasn't prepared. But now that I got a better understanding of how social media and how, catering to your audience and everything, quality of the videos and audio and stuff like that, I'm ready. I'll be ready.
Yeah, for sure. Just the quality of our videos has improved so much. I mean, I believe you're using a real camera now, right?
Nah, I'm using an iPhone.
Okay. Cinematic, though.
Yeah, it is.
I'm using mine in cinematic. I'm getting better at editing the videos, right?
Crazy with the edits.
Bro,
Crazy with the edit.
Just trying to teach myself how to just get better instead of. I think our strategy is, instead of trying to fit in with what everybody else is doing, we're trying to better what we're already good at.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's one of the keys, is that we're trying to better what we're already good at. So, yeah. I
feel like my goal a year ago or 2 years ago was to get in that influencer space where I'm doing the brand deals, getting seated pairs and stuff. And now I'm in a mindset of like, I want to be prepared when it happens,
Right.
I'm not trying to get there. I'm trying to be prepared when it happens. I want to have, be able to manipulate, how I put out my content and organized and quality and stuff like that. So when these brand deals do come, or these pairs get sent to me and I got to review them, and, I got to do all this content for certain things, I'm prepared.
I mean, I can tell you, somebody who does get seeded pairs, that the brands value authenticity. They can tell who's been rocking with them and who hasn't been. Yeah. Right. It's easy to be in the sneakers, right? If you got a credit card, it's easy to be in the sneakers. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody's telling you what to buy. You just gotta swipe the card, you got it. But these brands, I mean, think about the creators that you know who are bigger than the two of us combined, who aren't getting seeded sneakers.
Yeah.
And I've got Saucony who sends me stuff. I've got Extra Butter who sends me stuff. We've built that relationship with. They know that we're building the relationship one with the with our following, and we're building a relationship with the brands as well, and that's what they look for. Now I know, the top guys, they got some mischief seating, right?
Yes, big boots.
Yeah, they got a lot of the big boots.
And gum, what do they call them? Gum droppers? Gum stoppers?
Yeah, the one with the Dremel.
Yeah. Different colorways. They're supposed to be like inspired by a gumdrop. But I think they're gum stoppers or something.
Gobstopper.
I don't know.
Gobstompers. That's what they were. Gobstompers. Yeah, like they got those, but like that's cool. But I mean, I can tell you straight up what these brands care about. Talking about being sent sneakers and developing that relationship. It's not just how many followers do you have? How many followers do you have? How many views did you get? It's about the relationship that you're building with those brands and the authenticity that's behind it. They want to be sure that you're not, that you're going to support whether they have a good drop or a bad one. And, that they really want people who have been fans. So
I would tell you that something that I feel is strange as you talk about like brands wanting something that's authentic. So I'm currently in my first real, I would say, brand endorsement, sponsorship, or whatever. So everything, I can't really speak on them by name, obviously, because it's under contract. So like, I can't really say anything about them.
That's a flex. That's a flex.
So
hey, we'll talk offline.
Yeah, so I can't say nothing like directly about them. So I'm just going to speak allegedly. So when you're working with brands, from my experience, the fact that like they may want a script is so like weird to me, because like, so you send them the script and like you tell them like this is what you're going to say, and they're like, yeah, nah, it's not going to work. We need you to put this right here. And I'm just like, well, that doesn't really sound authentic, bro. It just sounds like I just hopped on and like, and and that was something that was kind of like a eye opener to me, because I'm like, are you ready to do this? Like, to have someone tell you what to do, like with something that you're creating,
Right.
It's different when, okay, I know that you're my boss, you're my supervisor,
right.
or you're the person in charge. I can understand the authority, but like I'm creating something with my name on it, my branding on it, and you're telling me I should say it like this, or I should add this, or nah, take that away, or you shouldn't put that in front of that. I want you to put this right here.
Yeah.
And when you're signing these contracts, you're pretty much saying like, okay, I'm going to do that, and if you don't do it, then that's breach of contract, and it's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
So again, it kind of leads me back to what I'm saying, just being prepared for when those things begin to happen, because it's a lot bigger than what we're thinking. We're thinking like, we just see, someone hop on, oh, this is a nice pair, I got seated this pair, but there's a whole other 30 minutes to an hour before he hopped on that camera, and he was talking with these people, and they're sending emails back and forth, and he sent his script, and they're like, no, we don't want that. You don't record this video 10 times. Now you got to edit it back. And you're just like, you kind of start to rethink things.
Yeah, I can tell you, I was approached by an AI art company, and that also involved a contract. And so they put out the guidelines, what they wanted us to do, and I was making content for them for a while.
Yeah.
And it was time to get paid. They came out with, well, your videos, I mean, this was weeks I'd been making, right? And they hit a lot of creators with this. Like, they're like, these videos didn't satisfy what we were looking for. And I was doing something creative with it. I was doing like, okay, sneaker colorways as AI paintings, right?
Yeah.
And
I remember that too.
yeah, and so that was me trying to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
I also thought it was a good idea.
Yeah.
So I didn't get paid, and then I'm sitting there looking at like what they want, and then I looked at the examples, and I was like, nah, this isn't me. Like this isn't the way I make content. So I had to back away. I had to get out of, there's nothing I didn't. One, I felt that they were pretty shady with how they dealt with how they paid people. But then I also thought, well, they want me to do something different than how I already make content. I can't do that. So
Yeah.
it's definitely weird. It's definitely weird. I like when brands reach out. So this is why I like working with smaller brands a lot, because they'll reach out and they'll say, hey, we want to send you some product. Can you just give us your honest opinion on it?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
I got you, right? Like, and I'm gonna give you my best too. I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna, it's not, oh yeah, this is dope, whatever. Like, I'm gonna give you my real thoughts. I'm not gonna bash anybody, because as we've talked about in the group chat, I've been sent some whack stuff. I'm gonna find the positives in anything that anybody creates, and I'm gonna spin it in a not really spin it, but I'm gonna put it in a good light. I think I see a lot of the like the streamers, they get sent stuff, and like they will kind of hate on it a little bit, be kind of rude about it, and it's like, man, people value your opinion. They're sending you their hard work. It's coming out of their pocket. Like, we need to reciprocate that. So that's one of the reasons I like working with smaller companies or small, like, independent artists, or even like, like an Extra Butter, for example. I love working with Bernie, because he'll just hit me up and be like, yo, you got a box coming your way, and it'll show up. It's incredible.
Must be nice.
He sent me a postcard too for Christmas.
That's dope.
Handwritten too. The handwritten.
That's what it's all about. Building those connections with sneakers. I love it. I mean,
it's hanging up on the fridge like a drawing.
And you were always a fan of like his, right? Like before all. Okay, see, man.
Yeah,
that's dope. I don't really have a huge designer or creative that like I'm a huge fan of, just because I wasn't following anybody before this. But it'll be nice just to know, like, if they worked in like a certain shoe or certain colorway or a certain page that I was a fan of. But to get back to the whole brand and creating brand content, I was working with a brand, and they were talking about doing like a whole like permanent thing, like we want you on permanent. We're gonna try like a whole year. We send you product. We're paying you for it. I was like, so I'm excited. I'm like, give it to me. Give me that product. I'm finna sell this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there was no contract signing. So just for the audience that listens, so content creators that are listening, or anybody that wants to be a content creator, like, these are mistakes, and I'm calling it a mistake because I learned from it. So just be aware, but always make sure there's something reflecting what is needed and what is granted, what's required, and what you're gonna receive. So anyway, so they're like, hey, we're gonna send you some product, for this value. We make a video of it, and then we're gonna talk about moving forward about a whole year you own the brand and you being sponsored, and we're gonna be using your videos for our page and everything. So I made the video, and it was 3 videos. I made 3 videos, and they had the requirements, just like I've talked about before. They had the requirements of like product placement, where they wanted the link to be linked to, where they wanted it on the video, how many seconds. And that's another weird thing. Like, it's kind of like they're like, I want you to say this in the first 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother conversation. But
anyway, it's got to be 45 seconds long. Yeah.
So I did a video, and of course it's always, every time I've ever done like a brand it or paid sponsorship or a paid partnership, it always does bad. Out of all my other videos, it
Yeah.
always does bad. So that one does bad. I send them, the logistics and all the stats for the video and stuff because they asked for that as well. And they should never hit me back.
Yeah, see, and
And they have
tough.
and they have ownership of those 3 videos. I think I granted them like 6 months to a year of those videos that they could use, and like I made no money off of it. They don't really have to mention me on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just like I gave them three good videos for free, and they can use it however they want to, and
or not use it, right? Like,
or not use it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But more than likely, I mean, that I feel like a lot of brands get off that way, get away with a lot of stuff because they're like, they know that we want that opportunity,
right?
So they know we're kind of like jumping, like, oh, all we gotta say is this, and they're gonna be on it. And there's a lot of things that we don't understand. If you're just starting out, you have a lot of power. A lot of influence. You know what I'm saying? So if they can get that for free when they were paying for it on Instagram, Facebook, they're paying $200, $300 to reach 20,000, 30,000 people. And all we gotta do is tell you, hey, we'll send you something free, and we do it for free rather than spending $300. That adds up. You get 10 content creators to do that. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at 100,000 views. Yeah. You're looking at 100,000 views for free.
Yeah.
And all we had to do was, and those products they send you, that's in the bottom line, bro. That's in their the end of the year bottom line waste type deal thing. So like that's not even hurting your pockets.
Exactly. That is a man. It is shitty. I hear about that type of stuff happening, right? Like a lot of companies decide even not to pay their people. But I like what you said about having a contract. Like in the past, I was like, oh, this is tedious. Like, why are we even like dealing with contracts right now? It's really to protect us and the company.
Yep.
Right. If it's a situation where there's no contract, I mean, I even did one with Thrifty, the jewelry.
Thrifty.
The jewelry, it's like a jewelry, they make like chains and stuff like that. It's kind of like Gold Shop.
Yeah.
That was one, like an early one for me was Thrifty. And I don't even wear that type of stuff all that much, but I'm like, oh, this is fun, right? Like this is a cool opportunity. Sent me a contract, and I wasn't gonna get paid. I was just gonna get a couple pieces, and I was cool with that.
Yeah.
But he still sent me a contract, which that was an experience that worked out well. We haven't worked together again, but it was a good opportunity.
Yeah.
But now I'm starting to see if they don't have a contract, if they don't have something for us to sign, that clearly states what the expectation is. And this is with a job. This is with, with anything. If whoever's in charge of you isn't explicitly telling you what the expectations are and where the benchmarks are, then that's a red flag.
Absolutely.
So it's not just for content creators. This is for everybody because if your expectations aren't clearly set out, if something goes wrong, they can say that you're the one who messed it up.
Absolutely.
That's from experience, and it's just good. It's just bad business. It's bad business to have that.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people, content creators, need to understand that you need to be vocal too.
Yeah.
And you got to be ready and willing not to take that deal. Because if they're not providing what you want, because the thing about it is, like I said, these brands know that you want that opportunity. But they also know that, like, okay, this guy has this certain amount of views. I mean, this certain amount of followers, and he has this type of viewership. So we can really benefit from him. So they're gonna go in. They're gonna lowball just like we lowball. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna go in lowball and like, okay, we'll give you free product and this. in reality, they may give you $500 for a post. So you gotta go in just as confident as them. Like, hey, this is what I want. And if they're like, okay, well, we can't work. Well, I'll see you in a couple months, because eventually it's gonna be that same brand. They're gonna come back to you, And I've had it happen to me. Like I was not okay with one. It was like a brand wanted me 10 posts for like $100. I'm like, that's insane, bro. Like no. So, and that same brand, they came back again, and it really didn't change. I think this time was like 5 posts for like $100. But like, there's a lot that goes into it. There's scripts, and we want this, we want that, and you're doing it for 5 videos. I'm like, no, bro, it's tedious. That's my time. Yeah. Like, I want to be paid for my time. I want to be paid for what I'm doing for you guys, So it's got to be, we got to mutually benefit from this. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you just got to be willing, to take them hits sometimes, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. But as long as you come out, better than you did going in, I feel like it'll always be a win.
Yeah. Oh man, I lost my train of thought. I was going to say something profound.
Not profound.
I was going to say something profound. So like in this new year, right? Mm-hmm. Like I'm seeing a lot more offers in my email, mm-hmm. and it's stuff that doesn't even apply to what I make content on. A lot of it looks like cheaply made garbage, and people are, it's clear to me that brands are looking for creators to help them sell their product. Yeah. And they're always willing to offer the product for free, of course. Mm. And then now it's commission based. Everything's commission based. So we have to be able to sell the product if we want to get paid. So we can advertise it for free, essentially. But if especially if our views are down, right? Nobody's seeing it. They still get their advertisement. If they don't sell anything, no loss, right?
Yeah.
Which is smart for the brands, but we're just saying, don't jump at every opportunity. Don't jump at every opportunity to work with somebody. Now, again, if it's a small business who says, "Hey, I've got this," I'm more than happy to take some product and put an outfit together and style it with some sneakers if it fits the content that I make. But if it's just like a handheld game on the TikTok shop, I've got no interest in trying to sell that to anybody. I don't think that's where my content strength is.
Yeah. I think it's just where we've matured in, this whole hobby lifestyle of content creation. When we were so anxious in the beginning, like, I gotta put a video out, because there was a time where I was putting out 3 videos on TikTok every single day.
Dang,
3 videos every single day. Like, I'm stressing.
Yeah.
Putting the video out. Like, I'm like, I got 1 down. I got 2 down. I got 3. I would have
fun. It's not even fun anymore.
Bro, there was time where I had like 12 drafts. I'm like, I'm good. For like 4 days.
Golly.
I got 12 videos. I'm good for like 4 days. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I was just like, this is too much. Like, it's just, I was like, I'm going to do 1. And if it don't work, it don't work, And then eventually the algorithm adjusted to it. And now I'm posting 1 video and I repurpose my content. And I put it on Instagram, YouTube. I just hopped on sneaker Twitter sneaker, X, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to see how that goes.
Man, my feed on Twitter, I think I got to make a new Twitter, because the algorithm thinks that I'm like, I support a certain political party. Somebody trying to run for president again. No names. No names.
I can't open mine up in public, so I definitely made a new one. Like it's just
Look, man.
because
Yeah.
it just be like, whoa, and you don't want to be like someone looking over your shoulder. I'm like, bro, I wasn't looking at that. That was posted in the comments. I'm looking at the comments. I'm not
Yeah.
looking at that, bro.
Yeah,
So
exactly. It's like
it's a.
it'll be. I feel like a post about like NBA Victor Wembanyama, and then you open up the comments and
I bet you can't
you got
dunk on me.
somebody's daughter, man. Somebody,
I bet you can't dunk on me like that.
bro.
You're like, what is she talking about? And you go,
Yo, bro, not again. This is somebody's daughter's in the comments, bro, with the spicy link.
They'll be like, you know what? Jordan will always be better than him. And you're like, oh, here we go. And they're like, I want to know what she know about basketball. You go,
oh, bro, here we go. She know about some basketball players.
There we go. The Phoenix Suns, the whole team.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm surrounding my content on Twitter around sneakers and wrestling. So like I tweeted, I don't even know what you call it now. I don't want to say X the whole time. That sounds weird. I think
it's still tweeted, bro. We know what you mean.
Yeah, I tweeted the whole time of the Royal Rumble that was yesterday.
Yeah. How was it?
It was some mid, bro. They had the number 30s. The women's Royal Rumbles was a lot better than the men's, which is kind of surprising. Usually the men's kind of is better because it main evented. So, the main event is always supposed to be better. But yeah, it was mid. It was mid, We had the same winner.
I did see
Cody
who won
it. He won for the second time in a year. Bailey won the women's, which was a little different. I was thinking that Jay would take it, but But yeah,
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing on Twitter. So same as usual, Flexx Luther on there. I think I got an extra R on there. If you're trying to find me on there, you can find me on there. I posted my first tweet is a picture of a dirty Nike Dunk Low Panda. So
yours?
Yeah. So that was just kind of, I want to set the tone,
I can tell you work hard, bro. You work hard based on those pandas, man.
Yeah.
You work hard.
I mean, got to. Look behind me. But my question, so we're talking about content. So what are you doing to separate yourself like from the other content creators? Like what are you doing during this whole like drought that we're having as far as content creation?
Yeah. First and foremost, I'm trying to just have fun with it. I'm trying to remember that this is fun. This is what this always was. Back when I had 0 followers, this is all about talking about sneakers, which is something that I find fun, and not worrying about the benefits that could come from it. The benefit is that I get to talk about sneakers with like-minded people, and that should be enough. So that's first and foremost. I'm not going crazy over the numbers.
Yeah.
But one thing I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to be a better editor, be a better. I'm trying to shoot my content better, get better with the boring stuff. I'm just trying to be a better technical. I'm trying to be better technically, right?
Yeah.
But I'm also, like you said, I'm trying to put the sneakers on feet, right? I think that's where a lot of sneakerheads, they get a lot of criticism because it's like you got all those sneakers just sitting in there. And if I put a pair on feet and I'll walk past the camera really quick, hey, I'm wearing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, and then I'll put on a pair of pants, and it's kind of subtle, but this is a pair of sweatpants from wherever. Probably Kith. But these are the sneakers that I will wear with these. Okay, I've got a pair of like chinos on or something like that. Okay, this is what these are the shoes of my collection that look good with these pants.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna put on a pair of like Adidas track pants and be like, oh, these are my Jordan 1s on feet.
Yeah.
But I mean, that'd be good for engagement, though. Everybody in the comments, that would be great for engagement. But that's not really what I'm looking for. But now that I think about it, maybe it is. Maybe I might do that.
Yeah.
Maybe before this episode drops, I'll make that video.
We're definitely clipping Jason Kidd on the Lakers. That's definitely gonna be one.
Jason Kidd, Jason Kidd on the Lakers, and leaving it at that.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. You're just gonna be
We're
looking
gonna
at me
leave it at that.
he was born in 2022.
See, that's a COVID baby. He was born during COVID.
Yeah. So, but what I'm working on now is really the quality of things, and I'm actually enjoying myself a lot more than I expected myself, because like I'm having fun creating something. So once you create something, you get the final product and you're looking at it, you're like, wow, that actually looks pretty good. Or wow, that actually sounds pretty nice.
Take pride in it. You take pride. We're taking pride in what we're doing.
Yeah, so it's a whole lot different than what I was doing when I was like slapping the sneaker on the phone and coming back, slapping it on there and bringing it back.
Yeah.
You know? So
we all got videos like that, man. We got videos like that where it's like then it's something different.
Yeah, my first viral video was me like show my shoes.
Yeah,
that was my first viral video, and for like the first 100 videos, I was like no face, no case. You know what I'm saying? So like
that's interesting.
Yeah,
so I probably saw your content. I probably saw your content before I actually saw you.
Yeah, probably because I was doing a whole lace change and everything.
Yeah, because when I remember, I first found out about you when you stitched one of my videos, and I was like, "Yeah, this is what I'm looking for." All right, like a rival.
And that's when I knew like things were changing, because it wasn't working for me no more. I mean, people had moved on. So then we had the whole people were going viral because they were calling people out on things. So I'm like, oh, most diverse. I got every sneaker that nobody wants. That's diverse. Let me get in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you know, like at the time, you know, those sneakers are nobody's favorite, and now I show a shoe and it's like everybody's grill. I'm like, bro, I got these for $40.
Exactly.
I got these for like $60 because nobody wanted them. Like I got the linen 4s, $80. I got the Laney 14 lows, $100. You know, like all my shoes. Like I promise you, I did not start really digging into resale till 2020. But before that, it was retail or under retail. Most of the time, under retail. Man, I was getting up my Reebok Kamikazes, my Reebok Questions, anything. Where it was really just under retail. Like right now,
they were going on sale. I mean, they were going on sale because like nobody was really checking for them. But now that we're in this age of like so many people are learning about these sneakers, you can't just learn. Everything is over sensationalized. So nothing can just be like, okay, I learned about this sneaker. I like them. They're cool. I learned about this sneaker. It's automatically a grail because I know about the sneaker and you probably don't, right?
Yeah.
Like whenever somebody says like, oh yeah, those whatever, that's grail status. I'm like, oh, you must have just learned about these like a week ago.
Yeah. Because you're like, yeah, bro, I could have bought 3 or 4 pairs of these if I wanted to, but I was just like, nah, it ain't that special to me. I just want a pair.
Right.
But
I don't think that exists anymore, though. I don't think people get sneakers because they want them. I think people get sneakers because other people want them.
And then they're thinking it may be the next hot thing. You know, like a lot of people buying Air Jordan 1s, never thinking like they're going to be like so sought after. Now, you know, well, not now, but, you know, we was heavy in them 2020, 2022, and 2021, stuff like that. They were like super crazy for them. So then, you know, Dunk Lows, Dunk SBs, you know, so everybody's looking for, oh, maybe this is going to be the next silhouette that everybody goes crazy for, and I'm going to blow up because I got a ton of them, you know?
Yeah.
But
I just got a pair of Dunks. What color are they? I don't remember. I just got a pair of Dunks for $55 on eBay.
I mean, bro, and the thing about it is Nike loves to do this.
Oh, it was the Air Force One, the undefeated pair.
They love to bring out the best colorways or capitalize on what we really wanted after it's dead.
Yeah.
So you get all these great colorways in the Nike Dunk Low after nobody was like wearing Nike Dunk Low, which I'm not mad about. But like the Red Panda, clean pair. The Bacons, I feel like is a clean pair too. And there's another pair. The fish hooks, those are crazy.
I had the rainbow trout joints. I wore the rainbow trouts the other day.
Yeah, those, yeah. And then you have the other one. Yeah, then you got the other one, the counterpart to it. It's kind of like you have like silver pair, and then you have like the other one. It's got like off. Yeah, so I mean, then you got your satin breads. What? How many years later did we get it? Like everybody was
Right.
going crazy for those, and now you
Right.
wait after the Jordan 1 hype is dead, and nobody want. Now you
Yeah.
drop it, and it goes on a retail, which I got mine's under retail. I don't think I've paid for anything retail since like the middle of last year.
Yeah.
Everything's
Yeah.
been under retail.
So it's we can't really make content or spend a whole lot of time making content. We have to be kind of what's the word? We have to really be stingy with what we make content on. Because are we gonna waste time on a trend that isn't still popping?
Yeah.
Or are we gonna put out a quick little video, talk about it? Me personally, I'll still make content on it and
Yeah.
accept that it's probably going to get 1,000 views or less.
And it's gonna pop up and do like 5,000 or 10,000,
Yeah,
just because
I hope.
just because it's the one that you like, man. Because I just did a video on the Black Cat 5 that we got released, and I was just saying like everybody's excited, but this is not the official photo. So we got the Black Cat 6s. So everybody always thinks of the Black Cat Retro 4s when we hear Black Cat. Nobody thinks of the 13s or the 6s. And I feel like once they drop these 5s, it's not going to be that all black. It's going to be like the Retro 6, where it's like a
like leather.
white, it's going to be like a white midsole, and just something different, not what we're expecting. And that video was going up, and I was just like, all right, that was just one of those videos that was just in the chamber. Like I'm just going to throw it out there because I got assignments due at 11:59 tonight.
Yeah, right. You got to put something out.
Yeah, so like and I put that out, and it's doing well, and I feel like that all goes into not what it's about, but how it's recorded, with the information, the person behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like after a while, if you just make good content, it really doesn't matter what it's about.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we're getting close to the end, man.
Yeah, let's get into the showcase.
So let's go into the showcase. We're still trying to figure out a good way to get people to vote. I know I'm putting out a video, but that mostly goes to my followers, so the numbers are going to be skewed. So we've got a Google.
But then I won last one. I think I won the last one, right?
You did win. Yeah,
so even your people know that I have the best collection. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I mean, in real talk, Kari,
What? I won that one. So
you had 8 of the 15 votes. Last time I checked. That means I had 7.
So 8.
And then hold on, wait a minute, because here's something crazy.
8 is more than 7, right?
Here's something else that's crazy, right? Here's something that's crazy. Is that I saw somebody said Kari for sure in the comments, but then they also voted for me. I can see who votes, and I can see how they vote. So that sounds like a mistrial.
Sounds like an 8 is great. A 8 is greater than a 7. That's what it sounds like. I mean, that's what we've known all our life.
You got that one there.
You go to grade school for how many years?
What did you? What pair was it? Do you remember?
The metallic silver retro 11s. The shimmers.
Oh, Dorothy.
What did she say? I don't want to, bro. Look,
there's no place like home.
Yeah, they don't know classical movies.
They're trash. So
the only Oz I know is I was gonna say the Michael Jordan, the Michael Jackson. The Oz. But
what was that song he was singing when he was up on the What's up on the thing?
Man, look, man, you finna get us drilled. We already got Jackson Kidd on the Lakers. We got Dorothy. We don't know what she's talking about, and her slippers were red, not silver. Now we don't know the song of the iconic The Oz. Yo, Key gonna be on.
Do you remember the song?
I can't.
All the crows was growing around him. He would pull a thing out of his hair.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go first. Go first.
Go.
Okay. So I've got I'm gonna let you guess. I'm gonna let you guess what brand it is.
Okay, so I know you gotta go. I know you're not gonna go with New Balance because you went New Balance last week, and I guessed it. So I know you're not gonna
Okay.
go with that.
Uh-huh.
So you wore A6 today. I'm gonna go with Saucony. I'm gonna go with
You
Saucony.
sure?
Yeah. You saying am I sure made me like really confident. Like I got it.
So
I told you. the most
you know what these are?
predictable collection on TikTok or any other platform. Are those the Night at the Diner pair?
The who?
The Night at the Diner or something like that?
Night at the movies?
Yeah.
You talking about the extra butter ones, right?
Yeah.
So the For the People, the extra butter and Saucony For the People Night at the movies, right?
Yep.
No, these are not those.
So you
These
did
are
all that just to check. Look, so I'm over here like, yeah, I got it. And you're like, yeah, so it's not those.
So it's the we're clipping that for sure. So these are the Saucony and Soulbox Shadow 5000. It's the same model as the Night at the Movie joints. Shadow 5000. These are the Gray Devils.
Okay.
So there's a purple devil, pink devil, devil. There's a pink devil that's it's got pink on the front, but really really cool pair. Some people would call this a grail.
Yeah.
But like legitimately. But yeah, really, really cool pair of Soulbox Sauconys. Yeah, I picked them up 2 years ago, and it was one of those like I made it type of pickups.
Really?
Leather interior, really, really nice leather on this side panel. The suede is nice.
Yeah.
It's a really good shoe.
So you know how like you see a designer shoe and it's like because like it's high quality and it's made in a certain place and you're just like, well, it's still ugly. That's how I feel about those.
Oh, okay. What'd you bring today? I can't wait to see what you brought.
So I was inspired by Kyrie's entry last week. He brought the Tinker Hatfield signed pairs and stuff. So I have a Tinker Hatfield signed I ain't gonna say signed pair, but I have something signed from him. Yeah, you already know what it is. So a lot of people slept on these. These are the Oregon Duck Blazer PE. This is for the women's basketball team. So they have a men's basketball team pair, and then they have a men's football team pair. The men's football is gray. The men's basketball is green, and the women's is a blue tint. This is exclusively on Goat. Tinker Hatfield, Oregon, the University of Oregon, and Goat teamed up, released those pairs, and a lot of people slept on them, obviously because they're a Blazer. I think if they would have like promoted the whole exclusively on Goat, PE type deal thing, they would have flew off. I think the retail price was $275. Then people realized that there was signed pairs. So
did you get a signed pair?
Yes, I got a signed box, as you can see here. There we go. So it's signed by Tinker Hatfield.
The box is signed.
Yeah, it's the box. So there's certain boxes that are signed. So I think those were the 275 pairs, and then the other pairs were like I don't know, I can't remember. But now you got pairs upwards to $1,000, $1,500, and I paid the regular retail price because everybody was sleeping, and I was
you paid a whole bunch of money for a dude's signature.
I paid a whole bunch of money because it's a PE. I'm a fan of Tinker Hatfield and his designs, and also I've never had an Oregon PE, and I was like, this is my opportunity to get one. And I'm also a fan of the Night Blazer.
Are you a fan of Oregon?
No.
Are you a fan of University of Oregon?
No, Oregon PEs have always been a big thing in the sneaker culture, so I always thought that's where Tinker Hatfield went to college. And then ain't that? So I mean, I feel like why are you laughing? So I feel like the University of Oregon has always been like one of those. It's kind of like the Dallas Cowboys.
Hold on, man. Can you still see me?
Nope.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Can you hear me now? Okay. I'm gonna look up where Tinker Hatfield went to college.
Bro, he went to Oregon. I know he did.
All right, I'm looking up.
He's an alumni. That's why. Yeah.
I'm sick.
Yeah.
I didn't think he did.
Why did you? What? Come on.
I thought it was just I thought it was just what's his name? Phil
That's
Knight.
bro. That's where the whole Nike Oregon PE thing comes from.
I thought it was Phil Knight.
I think
They
Phil
both
Knight might
went.
have. I think Phil Knight went too as well. Yeah, Phil Knight
He
went
did
too as
go there
well.
as well. I didn't think Tinker went to Oregon.
Okay.
I'm sick. Hey, cut. Cut.
My man thought he had me. He was like, he was like, oh.
Cut. Bro, Valley
It's
Boy,
like,
bro.
you sound like one of those little witches that be like, like you thought you had some.
I thought I
But
did.
but yeah,
I'm
that's my
sick.
show. That's my showcase of the week. As you see, nice detail on here. We have the something I'm not sure about. I'm not sure if these are numbered. I don't even know what those are supposed to be a number, but it didn't give like a detailed of like how many pairs there is or what exactly that means. So, but yeah, definitely showcase of the week.
That's a cool pair. I like
definitely win it.
Blazers. They're hard to put on. You
Yeah,
should win it.
you're going out bad, man. You're going out
Look,
bad.
I will accept that.
So you lost the fit when you lost the showcase, you lost the live, most diverse battle. Like,
it's been a
like,
bad year.
no. This is over multiple years, bro. It's all didn't happen in 1 year. Come down,
Bro, I was like,
you're starting the year off bad, my guy.
The Detroit Pistons right now. I'm feeling like the Detroit.
Even they're better than you right now.
Don't do that. So anyway, I'm watching. Last thing I'll say, and then we'll get out of here. I'm watching the Kansas City Baltimore game, and my cousin Travis Jones plays for the Ravens, and I think, yeah, I'm dead serious. That's honest engine.
That's crazy.
And I think he just had one of the worst plays. Like he just like basically sat on top of Patrick Mahomes, and I think it was a penalty. So
he won't be at the cookout.
He's not gonna be.
He ain't gonna be able to cook out.
Nah, they just showed him sitting on the sideline looking sad.
Is he close kin? Or like,
yeah, he's a first cousin.
Wow, that's dope. Why you never said nothing? That's like one of those small flexes or something. And your life just keeps getting better and better, man. Just from the start, bro. Just from the start, like, silver spoon all the way up to a grown man. I love it.
Next week, I'm going to talk about when I met Steve Nash at the tennis club.
Is this one of the time his nose was broken or crooked or smashed up?
This was him when he was a coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, when he was a coach.
All right, guys. So there's our episode for the week, man. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Keep tuning in. Thanks for the support. We just surpassed 200 downloads. We're not even a month in, I don't believe. Definitely climbing up on Instagram. Followers are getting up there. Same as for YouTube. So guys, just keep on tuning in. We appreciate it. We'll keep on putting this content out for you guys. As always, it's more than sneakers. Morgan, you got anything to say?
Yeah, hey, thanks everybody for listening. We are getting a lot of love, and of course, we appreciate it. Please, if you have the time, give us a review. Send us, give us a 5-star rating. We would really appreciate that. It helps us continue to do what we do. But I mean, the most important thing is we're still having fun.
Yep, that's what it's all about.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Peace.
Peace.